Hi everyone! So Paul and I are on our way over to North Wales for a camping trip. We've stopped off at the old stores near Mold. We've parked our bikes up and we've come across this charity bike ride. So we're just going to watch this before we go back in. We've already been in once, but go back in and settle down and get something to eat. So before the bike ride set off, we had a quick whiz round the car park to have a look at all the different bikes. I reckon there was probably about 50, maybe a few more in the charity bike ride. We heard that they were raising funds for Hope House, where a little boy had died that they all knew. So I think it was £10 per head, and then that was raising funds for the hospice. And then they had a look round the old stores at, I think it's called Pont Blidin. Probably said that completely wrong. Anyway, it's just not far outside Mold. So if you live in these parts, quite a lot of people make it over into Wales to go to this bike cafe. It's got some great memorabilia and stuff inside it, which I shall show you now. After a very nice bacon butty and scrambled egg on toast, we head off over into, well, we're already in North Wales, but further into North Wales to get to our campsite. And this is just when we're leaving the petrol station. We've just grabbed some milk and off we go.
Right, so we're probably only 5 miles away from where we're camping now, but I know these roads are pretty tricky to ride because I've driven them in my van before. Oh fuck, what's happened? Well, I've never done that before. Tried to pull away in second gear. What the fuck? And stalled it, oh my god. But it actually started again, it was really good. Yeah, so I was just saying these roads are pretty twisty turny and very hilly. Ridden them in the van lots of times. So we've camped up here in the van a lot of times. So that's what we're doing. We're camping somewhere we know, just to check out all our camping gear. I mean, the views up here are amazing. This is a bit like roller coaster riding. I've got quite a lot of weight on my bike as well. And this road makes me laugh. Look at the view though. Don't wait for me, Paul, just go. of activity up here. I'd rather be on a motorbike than a push bike. So you've got to give him respect. It's a bloody steep hill there. I'm just glad I haven't got anything behind me putting the pressure on at the moment. It's easy to pick up some traffic in here. So this little village is called Betsy in Ross, and it's got the most narrow little road in a minute on a hill. So I think I'll just let Paul go up first in case he has to stop. This is where you're like, shit, you really... This is not one way, this is two-way traffic here. It's fucking potholey. Narrow. That's why I'm only doing 12 miles an hour. Oh well, we made it. Can't make me mind up which side of the potholes to ride on. Another narrow bit. But look at the view. I love it up here. fair, it's easier riding this road than driving it in the van, because when I bring the van up, it's you know, it's big, so you have to be really mindful of bumping into people. Whereas at least in the bikes, on the bike, if you meet something coming the other way, you can probably nearly always get past. Whereas in the van, you have to stop and wait for each other. Right, we're not far now. I know when we come past that lay-by, we're nearly there. Here we are. I'll try. I'm not very good on gravel. I hate gravel. I don't think so. I'm not sure I'll get it off here ever again. Right, so we've got our little tent set up in this corner here. So Paul put his tent up in about 2 minutes. I put mine up in about 42 minutes. I'll just show you the different tents that we've got. So this one's Paul's. That's I think is it a gooseneck wingman of the road. Literally got 2 poles. That end on a ground sheet with a fixed in airbed and sleeping bag. So it weighs 10 kilos though, and is quite bulky to have on the back of your bike, which doesn't really matter because Paul's got a huge bike anyway. Whereas I didn't want a tent that was so heavy, so I went for the Vango Banshee 200. It's supposed to be a 2-man tent. There's no way on this earth you'd ever get 2 people in there. But it was not very friendly to put up. I have put it up in the garden before, and it didn't take me anywhere near as long as it's taken me today, so God knows what was going on with me today. Anyway, nice little setup there in the corner. Got a chair as well there to sit on, which is dead tiny. It folds up really easily. That's where we're sleeping tonight. So we're going to go down into probably Colwyn Bay and get some food in a minute to make a little barbie tonight. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, bye.
We rode into Colwyn Bay, stopped off along the front, got our supplies, and then we were lucky enough to have access to the shed with the chairs and barbecue stuff. Had a lovely evening and ended it with a beautiful sunset. Well, this is the morning after the night before, so I think we've slept until about 9 o'clock. I don't think I slept that well, but yeah, I've not camped for a very long time. First of all, my airbed was too high, so I let a bit of air out of it. Then it was too low. Every time I turned over, my hip was like really painful on the floor. So in the middle of the night, I put a bit more air in my airbed, which is only a press and pump one, so the pump is actually inbuilt, so that was easy enough. Then I think I slept better. I could hear Paul snoring in his tent, so he was okay at that point, but he was just saying he'd had to get up for a wee in the night, so it was a bit of a battle getting back in his tent afterwards, because his tent is literally, I'll show you, It's just like a coffin. It's a bit dark in this corner, there's lots of trees around us. Anyway, that's the mess we're faced with now, so we're going to just get a brew and that, and then we'll put our tents away. But I'll just show you the view from where we're stopping. So we're just in the corner of a little field, and then that's the view over the Great Orme, and then that's Snowdonia. And now it's time to take the tents down, and luckily mine didn't take as long to take down as it took to put up. Hooray! There we are, all parked up, ready to head off on our way. One last look at where we've been. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.